What are the subjects that you chose?
Well, we chose film and history, but history kind of tied in with politics almost. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So what inspired you to make it about capitalism?
Well, we know that Hong Kong is quite a city based around capitalism. And we kind of wanted to talk about this, and the good sides and the bad sides, and just in general. And it also kind of ties in with Occupy, the Occupy movement in a way. So yeah, we thought that was interesting.
All right, thank you. Explain me what you have here.
So basically what we have here is a program that we can use to incorporate fantasy sports into education. So this is our lesson plan. It's a quite detailed lesson plan that goes through first geography lesson plan, and then there's a mathematics-based lesson plan, and then there's also lastly a economics-based lesson plan that we try to go through like in general. And then this is just a bit of our research that we collected on fantasy sports and how it can benefit education. And this is our presentation. Jamie. So here are the other members of the group, Jamie and Gio. Hello.
Could you introduce yourselves, boys?
Yeah, I'm Jamie.
And I'm Gio.
I'm Derek, yeah. So what we decided to call it is Fantasy School, or Fantasy Sports in School, Revolutionizing Education.
So basically, we believe that old school education is boring, and we have our own solution. And that is, we come up with Fantasy School, and basically we're implementing fantasy basketball into our everyday education. So like for example, math, economics, and geography. So basically fantasy basketball is all about players' real-time statistics, and you want to create a team with the most cool statistical line at the end of the season. So instead of copying notes on hand, it's all about learning yourself. And so fantasy basketball in our classroom is a more hands-on experience. It's a self-led experience, which I explained just now, and we could say it's a step into revolutionizing the education system, and it's about learning for the love of learning. So you're just learning something that you're interested in.
You're motivated to research about players or whatever you're doing. For example, geography is a website that you have to choose countries, so how many times it's mentioned in news, you can research about that. And it is more motivated to do it because in the end of the day, when you feel competition, yeah, it's competition between all your classmates.
Okay, thank you, boys.
So, we're trying to get everybody to look at themselves differently and show that every race is beautiful. So we took photos and videos of people from different countries. And not already countries. And we told everyone to hold up a sign saying that they're beautiful. And also we asked them to say one thing.
So which fields or subjects were you crossing over?
Geography and film. Geography. What do you think you learned from it? It doesn't have to be subject, but it's just in general. Did you learn anything from it? I learned how to take better photos and editing skills. Yeah. That everyone really is beautiful. And we really need to encourage people to think that. Yeah. To boost their self-confidence. Do you think it made you better at communicating? Yeah. Was it hard to come up with a goal together, or did you find it quickly? We found it really, yeah. They have the idea. Did you like working this way without just do whatever you want? This is the it was very good. Well, you guys did something really beautiful. Everyone is beautiful. Yeah, it was really great practice. I've been doing something like this for my PhD, so it's a really good practice.
people from that country and took some quotes from them and saw, was there any misconceptions that people thought about that culture? You know, some people think two cultures, their food is very similar and gets mixed up. That was one thing we wanted to do.
Project.
Okay, this is a blog on hunger and poverty, and through this project we just hope to raise awareness about this issue, especially about the poverty gap in Hong Kong and the food waste produced each day and things like that, and just really bring this issue to awareness. Yeah.
What do you think you've learned the most or found surprising whilst you went through the project?
Mostly the statistics. They're quite big, and it made me really think about the food we're consuming and what we should save instead of just wasting. And yeah.
So what was your end product? Was it a website or?
It's a blog.
It's a blog?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just take a very quick look. That's a very impressive looking blog.
Thank you.
Very nicely. Well done.
Thank you.
Clear as possible.
Okay, we want to deliver a message basically to tell not just people in CIS, but students to be committed to their sport. One thing we realized about CIS is that in terms of team sports, we're not very committed. We always miss practice and make excuses like I'm too busy. And basically we made a film to inspire people to be more committed to their own sport and possibly try new sports.
Sometimes it's not even because people are too busy. It's because nowadays people spend a lot of time on using technology and computers and phones, and they just don't, it's a new generation and people don't really go out and be active anymore. So this is just something that we made for them to. For our film, we just wanted to show that even though we're all students, that we're still committed to our sport, and as the motto says in the end, that you're never too busy.
What do you think is the most interesting thing that you've learned in the process of creating your film or researching this project? It doesn't even have to be subject related. It could be a skill that you picked up or information you found as you research.
I think we developed our skills in film.
Yes.
Our shots were all very close up. Sound, editing. We really learned a lot in the subject of film.
And I think there's a lot of realistic things that we had to face. For example, we wanted to wake up at 4:30, 5 a.m. to film our shots, but then we found out we simply don't have the time for it. So we just manipulated our environment, such as have the dim lighting at around 6 p.m. to simulate the kind of sound.
Alright. Have you enjoyed doing this project? Has it been worthwhile as a way of learning as opposed to, subject classes, but you've just been asked to go ahead and do it?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
We chose to focus our idea on global warming, so we're showing the change of global warming and how it affects us. So this is before. So
This is what? Before?
yeah, before and this is after. Yeah, so there are more polar bears and more ice before, but now it's much less. So this is clean water and this is dirty water.
So you were combining sort of environmental science with design?
Yeah, it's like this. And then we also printed a skyline to show that the problem is really clear to us. It's clear, and we also show that it's actually really transparent. So it's a problem that we face with everyone around the world.
Yeah, I think the symbolism of it's pretty clear. Is the land mass just random, or is it actual proportional to before and after? Just symbolic.
Yeah.
What did you use for this one? The 3D laser
Okay, so our project, what we did was we asked strangers of different ages the same question, which was, if your house burned down and you knew your whole family was safe, what 3 things would you save? And we saw how their answers changed depending on their age, and how the younger people certificates and memories that they can.
Kind of shows how like different age groups value different things and what they prioritize. Yeah.
So which subjects, interdisciplinary wise, did you focus
Film and
on?
psychology.
Okay. And you girls created a video showing the interview process?
Here's the video.
Okay.
Oh, SMS pause.
Can you tell us what your project is?
My project consists of me and my partner are building a model of a cage home, and so through this, our goal is to raise awareness and help educate people and citizens of Hong Kong that this problem actually exists. Because after I finished this product, and around six people came up to me and they were like, "Oh, what is this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a cage home." And three of them didn't know what it was, so I was kind of surprised. And we're in a CIS community. It's like, we're not as ignorant, so I was kind of surprised. So I really wanted to, educate people that there's a problem. And so in this unit we combine the subjects DT and arts, and we hope through our work we can express and show how the people in like new territories and some Sherpo, how small their living spaces are, and that they don't really have, personal space. And so this is
nomophobia. So the word nomophobia actually means the fear of being without your phone, right?
Yeah.
So our project is to have people not use their phone for 24 hours, to have people realize that phones aren't that significant and they don't always need to rely on it. So first we had a poster that introduced the event and had people interact to it. We had the event itself, and finally we had a documentary just about people reflecting on the experience, the positive experience, and